Hello everyone, welcome back to the third in the series of the beginner guide to ARMA Reforger. I have thought long and hard about how to make this episode entertaining. You can't, it's not doable. You're looking at a map. What I've done is pretty much go from the top of the maps to the bottom. Surrounding each base area, I'm just going to outline where the supplies are specifically and how many of them there are as well. Some of the ones that are marked on the map already with those little green icons that you see for supplies, I've zoomed in a little bit more to show you exactly where each one is. So hopefully, when I put the chapters in, you'll be able to jump to the area of the map that you're currently at or where you're looking at getting supplies from, and then see exactly where you need to go. So let's jump into Everon first. So starting up north at the airport, you can see that there are 2 right by the top of this bunker in front of the fuel supply, and then a further 3 slightly further down. Moving on to Arkansas, you can see at the top side of this, you can see that there are 6 up there. South side of Arkansas going towards the town, you can see there's another 6. There are multiple supplies dotted around St. Philippe, and there's also one up at the lighthouse that you can see by Charlotte Bay as well. Farms is another area where they're marked on the map with the supply icon, but as you can see, they're dotted around a little bit, so hopefully this will help you narrow them down. The power plant's going to be the only go-to for supplies if you need them for Georgia, and there's only 2 here. They're just off the side of the road. Moving back to the west of the map by Meow. You can see that Meow's got 10 different spots for supplies, so that's a good one to hit up. Tyrone or Idaho is going to have 3. The military hospital at Illinois has only got 3 as well. One of them is just as you're going out onto the harbour. Gravette has only got the 1, which is just at the end of this dirt track. Gorey is again a location that's marked up as supplies, but there are a fair few dotted around, so just have a look at that because a couple of them are going into the tree line. Montignac has got 7 different spots. Again, most of them are by warehouses. You're going to use those for Nevada. These can also be used for Nevada. There are 2 just south of the tower at Entre Deux. There's another 7 supplies at the industrial compound just north of Chatain. Over on the east side at Washington, there's another 6 supplies. All of them are pretty well known. Villanueva has 1. So Alaska, on the other hand, has 11. There are more supplies here, I think, than anywhere else, and that's excluding the town just below it. There's 2 more sneaky supplies up at the lighthouse just north of there. And just to the east of Alaska's base, you've got Lamentine that's got 3 more supplies. Just southeast of Wisconsin, got a couple of supplies by Le Mole, and obviously there's the sawmill. As you can see down there, there are 6 loads of supplies. They're all quite compact. Have fun. Indiana has a fair few supplies as well. Surprisingly, a lot of them are dotted around the town, so you're going to have to make sure you clear out all of the AI before you can start taking those. Just to the north of there, Fagari has only got 2, so those are the ones you're using for Maine. Just northwest of Maine, just before the lake, there's another supply spot. Again, they're dotted around and they are in the tree line, so look out for those. Florida has got 3, and they're all relatively close to the main road. Chatain or Connecticut has got 2 there as well. Laruns has a further 2, so those are the ones you're using for Kansas. Levy's got 3 lots of supplies, and they're all dotted around that intersection. If you're coming from Levy, you take the road west and then go down south onto the hillside, and there's another load of supplies down there for you. Onto Colorado now, there are a lot of supplies dotted around here. You can see on the left hand side of the map, there's 1 in each of those warehouses, and on the right hand side, they're all dotted around again. If you follow the dirt tracks down out of that base, at the very end of it, you've got another 5 supplies. Moving further south onto Juris or Oklahoma, there's a couple on the houses on the left hand side. There's 1 just to the other side of the mill pond, and where the supplies are indicated on the map, there are 4 dotted around, but again, a couple of them are close to the tree lines, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Over by New York, you've got the mini sawmill, which has only got 1 load of supplies in. There's a couple in the town, but if you go to the radio tower on the left hand side, you'll see 5 lots of supplies there. Just to the southwest of Wyoming, you've got 1 lot of supplies at Montfort Castle. Town itself at St. Pierre has got 4 supplies, all of which run along the road, and Wyoming itself is littered with them, having 9 supplies running through the base. And that is it for Everon. On to Arland. So starting at the north of the Arland map, you've got the airport. You can see you've got many supplies on here and a couple dotted around the edges as well. Just south of Signal Hill on the dirt track, you've got another 4 supplies just off the edge of the road. In the little village southwest of Beauregard, you've got another 5 supplies, and if you carry on up the dirt track till you hit the lighthouse, again another set of supplies there. Beauregard itself, you've got 3 dotted across the town, and then you've got a further 4 which are up against the harbour. There are only 2 sets of supplies in Arleville itself, just off the main road. Just to the west of Arleville, you're going to see another supply site. A couple of them are dotted near and far, so there's a bit more of a detailed layout of where those are. And south of there, just on the edge of this farm, we've got another couple of supplies. South-southwest of Moss Hill, you've got a couple of supplies just off this dirt track. And the final supplies you're going to have for Arland are over here by the lighthouse. There's 2 on the lighthouse itself, and just at the end of the dirt track, there is 1 more set of supplies. Thanks again for all your support. Don't think there's much else that needs to be looked into in terms of ARMA Reforger. If you lot can think of anything that you want covered, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video for you. Good portion of this game though, or a good portion of the fun, is finding these things out for yourself. That's what makes ARMA Reforger ARMA Reforger. I wanted to make the video brief and to the point, guessing that people are going to jump to exactly where they want to have a look for their own supplies, depending on the game that they're in at the time. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.